It's hot in my basement. That it is. Hey you guys, it's Madison and welcome to It's My Mad Life. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I made my decision for the college that I'm going to and some things that I took into consideration that were really important to me and helped me pick the school that I'm going to be attending in the fall. So if you're interested in seeing my tips on how to pick the college that's right for you, then please keep watching. But before we get into this video, I just wanted to share with you guys the college that I'm going to and why I ended up picking it. And yeah, I think if I tell you guys what I decided before you hear my tips, then you'd understand why. So the school that I'm going to this fall is called Eastern University, and it is in Wayne, Pennsylvania, and it is a Christian university. And the main reason why I picked this school was because as a Christian, it's very hard to find Christian friends. And a lot of my friends, actually all of my friends, are not Christians. I have some, like my close friends, like my best friends. I have acquaintances and coworkers that are Christians, but sometimes it's hard when you don't have that influence in your main social life. And so I was really just like looking for that kind of connection and that feeling with other people, because as a Christian you kind of need a great community around you, and it's hard when you don't feel like you have that community. And so about 2 years ago I applied to Kutztown University, which is my mom's alma mater, and I applied because I was in love with the campus that she went to, because we had visited so many times for her like reunions and stuff. And so I wanted to go to the old campus, and I'd visited and it had changed completely from what I remembered, and I didn't like it. It was super modern and it was super crazy and party-ish, and that's really not what I wanted. I wanted something a little bit more chill and a little bit closer to home and a little bit, you know, more like me, with people that view things the same way I do and have the same beliefs I do. And that's what I get in Eastern, and I'm so happy that I waited until now to go to school, and my decision is what I really want, and it's something that, you know, I feel comfortable with and I'm definitely like grounded with. And so that's why I wanted to make this video, because I definitely went through like a crazy like experience trying to figure out the school that I wanted to go to. And so I just wanted to share it with you guys, because I know I'm not the only person that's going through all of this stuff, and it's just like, it's important to me. I want you guys to pick something that you're gonna love and be able to go to the school that you want to and have a great experience there. So tip number 1, make sure that the school you want to go to is the size you want to go to. Now what I mean by that is that there are a lot of schools that are huge, and then there are some schools that are a lot smaller, and you might not be that big school type of person. I have some friends that go to Penn State, and it just sounds crazy. Like, they come back with all these stories, and it just sounds insane, and I would never want to go to a school that big, because I don't think I could handle it. I'm a very, like, chaotic and out there person, but when I'm surrounded by a bunch of other people that are like that and that are all like just going and going and going, it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, no, it really doesn't work. So I'm going to a smaller school, and that's perfect for me, because I like when, you know, the class size is a little bit more intimate, because at bigger schools, your freshman year, you are in a lecture hall with 300 other people, and you don't really get to talk to your professor whatsoever. And I like the ability to be able to talk to my teacher and get the help that I actually need one-on-one when I need it. Tip number 2 is definitely about location, location, location. So I'm more of like a homebody person. I would much rather live at home than, you know, go away to school or live in an apartment on my own. I just like being around my family and my parents, and that's just what I prefer. And so the school that I'm going to is 20 minutes away from my house, not even. So I'm literally just like a short drive there. I will be home all the time, and that makes me happy because I know that it's close enough that if I'm sick, I can just come home, or my mom can bring me stuff. And I don't really have to take as much stuff in the car when I move in because I can, you know, just bring other stuff with me when I go home and I come back, and it's super easy like that. Meanwhile, my brother, he's 25 and he's been out of college for about 4 years, almost, yeah. He went to Spain for college, so he was all the way on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, and that was really hard too because, you know, when you're sick, you have to take care of it on your own, and you don't have your mom or your dad to help you, you know, kind of figure everything out. So it's definitely up to you whether if you want to stay close or if you want to go far away. You can do something in the middle. You don't have to go all the way across the Atlantic Ocean. You could do something that's like an hour away. So it's enough of a distance that your parents have to plan ahead to show up. My mom has already said that she's just gonna you know, pop over whenever she wants to. So that's going to be interesting. In 1 second, my dog wants to come in the room. Tip number 3. Do they have your major? So I was recently talking to someone that I went to high school with, and he had started at one school where they had his major, and he actually played sports, and so he got a scholarship for sports to that school. And it was crazy because he got it in his junior year of high school, which was insane. I'm pretty sure he got it in his junior year of high school. I might not be positive. He's probably not watching this, so it doesn't matter. He got it in his junior year of high school. And then, I think like a year, like his sophomore year, they dropped his major, so he had to switch schools. So that is something that I think is really important because you want to go to school for something specific. And you need to make sure that the school you're going to has it, which is what you do when you go on college tours. Like, if you like a school, you go, and then you find out if they have your major. You can also do some Googling online and figure it out that way and try and see if they have your major through online stuff, because they have everything that you need online nowadays. But maybe you fall in love with a school and decide that that's the major that you know, like that major that you had in mind isn't what you really want to do. But definitely keep that in mind because it's a little crazy trying to figure it all out. I'm actually double majoring because I've done so many credits at my community college that I'm able to double major, and I'm double majoring in marketing and dance, which is going to be super fun. Tip number 4. This goes along with tip number 3, where I was talking about figuring out your major. If you don't know what you want to major in, do not go to college right away. Go to a community college. I went to a community college for 4 years because I wanted to dance and I really didn't want to go to school, and also I had no idea what I wanted to do in school because I had one thing on my mind, and that was dance, and I was on that track. And then I was like, you know what, I really need a degree in something. And I figured out that I wanted to do marketing. And then recently I was like, you know what, why not just major in dance as well, because I can. And the only reason why I can do that is because I got all of my regular credits, my gen eds, out of the way. I have 54 credits of gen eds done. And so I really don't have to worry about that when I go to my school in the fall. And so really all I'm doing right now is my major classes, which I'm so excited about. Like, it's going to be so cool. Also, I'm saving so much money. It's crazy. One credit at my new school I think is like $500 something. At community college it's like $200, and it definitely depends on your community college. So if you're one of those people like me where you just don't know what you want to do, go to community college. Community college is not like a step down from anything. A lot of people think it is, but I went to Montgomery County Community College. I had some of the most amazing teachers in the world ever. Like, it was crazy. I can write a research paper once and probably get a B on it because of my teachers at this community college. And they're the ones that really helped me figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and they're there to help you figure everything out. So don't count out community college just yet. And this is going to be my last tip, and that is tip number 5. If you are a partier or not, that will definitely influence your school choice. I personally am not a huge partier, and the school that I'm going to isn't a very big party school. I went to a dance performance in the spring. It was on a Saturday night, and it was dead quiet, and I loved it. The fact that like it's really chill and I don't have to worry about people running around drunk all the time, that means a lot to me. Like, that's just not really my scene, if you know me very well. But I mentioned Penn State earlier. Penn State is crazy party school. Like, they party a lot. So that's definitely gonna hinder your decision on what school that you go to. So make sure that you do some research and you actually find out what kind of school, like if your school's a party school or not, because that will definitely help you make your decision depending on what kind of person you are. I actually just remembered one more tip, so we're going to have an extra super secret tip number 6. So my 6th tip is the community, and I don't mean like around you, like around your campus. I mean the actual community of people that are on campus. Do you want a group of people that are very similar to you and how you view things? Or do you want something that's a little bit more out of your comfort zone so, you know, you can kind of grow as a person? But that's where it gets hard, because if you want something a little bit more out of your comfort zone, there's a possibility you can be led astray and do things that you wouldn't normally do, and that could possibly get you into trouble. So you really need to think about that, and you need to take that into consideration, because as I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm going to a school where people are like me, and it's very, very, you know, similar to who I am as a person, because that's what I was looking for. I was looking for that aspect in a school. But that might not be what you're looking for. So make sure you really do your research. If you can go and talk to students there, do that, because I think it's really beneficial and really helpful, and that's something that I really think that you should take into consideration. Alright, you guys, and that is it. I'm pretty sure I looked at my viewfinder the entire time, so I'm so sorry to all of you lovely people out there, but I love you so, so much. Some super exciting things are coming up. My 2-year YouTube anniversary is coming up, and that's fun. I'm 5 subscribers away from 200 subscribers. Like, I can't believe that. That's so weird. It's so exciting though. Woohoo! Super fun! 200 Mad Scouts in the world. Woo, 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 woo. I'm weird. We've already established this. So, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you know anybody that's having some trouble trying to figure out what school they're going to, or any kids that are seniors, they're going into their senior year of high school, please share this video with them, because I think it would be really super duper helpful, but that's just me. Also, make sure you go check out some of my other videos if you're not subscribed already, and if you like them, subscribe as well. I'd really appreciate it. I do a lot of beauty, lifestyle, and dance, and all of that stuff. I'm very weird. I do very different things every single week, so you can expect something different. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And enough of me acting like an idiot for you, but I'm gonna go. I have work in an hour, and I will see you guys when I see you. Remember, embrace your messy hair and your sweatpants, and peace out, my scouts. Bye! Can you tell it's hot? Like, look at that sweat. I'm melting! I'm melting!